14-year-old Ahmed Abdi Mukhtar is not in school. Instead, he is making an income from sewing clothes for locals in this displacement camp in the outskirts of Kismayo. He is one of the thousands of returnees who've returned from the Dadaab camp in Kenya. He moved back alongside his mother and 8 children 10 days ago. Now at 14, young Ahmed is the breadwinner of his family, with little hopes of ever resuming his education.
There
is no free education here. We have to pay for everything. All the school-going children are now at home. I lived in the Dadaab refugee camp for 6 years. There, we received a lot of support, but now we're back home, but we have no life here.
Elsewhere, a group of women returnees tell me a different story. They've been queuing at a local food distribution point for hours with no luck, some of them carrying babies on their backs. Shamsu Aden fled Mogadishu in early 1991 alongside her family. She's lived in Dadaab camp for 2 decades. She tells me Dadaab will forever remain her true home.
For 4 months now, we've lived in deplorable conditions on the outskirts of Kismayo, with no food, no water and shelter. UNHCR never gave us anything when we returned. It's hopeless living here as a woman, especially with 2 young children.
Authorities here say that more than 20,000 families have returned back since the beginning of this year. This camp alone here in Kismayo is home to more than 2,000 of them. Some of them, this is their first time to come to Somalia, and this is not what they expected. Not far from this camp, a high-level delegation from the United Nations is meeting Jubaland authorities at this seaside villa in Kismayo, hoping to come up with a tangible solution to the unfolding crisis.
Jubaland authorities have made very clear that their absorptive capacity is very limited, so their ability to absorb large numbers of people is very, very limited. The challenge is beyond humanitarian, basically. You know, this is a very underdeveloped context with very weak capacities in terms of health, education, water, all the things that people need when they come back.
Kenyan authorities want to close down this refugee camp, home to some 350,000 Somalis. For now, those that remain there say they have no choice. It's either they remain there until Kenya decides otherwise or return back to nothing. Abdulaziz, Billow, CCTV, Kismayo, Somalia.